Hi, it's Jane, and I have a little bit of a fabric stuff haul, so I thought I would go over it with you. I was at my Walmart, and they had this. It's a 2-yard cut of craft quilting cotton, 100% cotton. It was marked down to $4. Normally it's a little bit cheaper, but you know, that wasn't too bad. I think 2-yard cuts there are, I think, $5.78 in my store, or $5.74 in my store, something like that. I was at Hobby Lobby. Did pick up a little more of this bird fabric, and it's got music in the background. It's a nice little print. And I also picked up this one. This is a very pretty print. Different types of little flowers in it. And these are going to be bags, I would imagine. I know this one is going to be a bag. It is sunflowers and butterflies. Now this is a canvas, so it'll be used for something. Most likely I will make a bag out of it, but it'll be a little bit different pricing because of the canvas. And I also had picked up this. I just thought it was pretty. A little bit of a wild print. That'll be made into a bag. And I also, they had some more, this is a cotton, and it's not quite, I don't think it's a yard. I think it's 5/8 of a yard. Can I get into it? Of course not. They've taped it really well. Well, we're not going to get into it. Let me see if I can get it scooched off of here. This is almost like a denim. It really is a cotton. I have seen this advertised as stonewashed. So I did pick that up. They had it marked down to like 94 cents. Then from there I went to my to pick up my sewing machine, where it was at for some repairs, and I did pick up a couple of pieces of fabric. I will show you that. I am planning on making some bowl cozies with a strawberry print, and then also a blueberry print. I do also have some kind of kitchen print over there that I was going to use to make bowl cozies, but I don't know if I'm going to definitely do that or not. And then I saw this and I thought, this is really cute. Now this is actually something that they tell you to use in Quilts for Kids. That's the brand name of this. But this can be used for a lot of different things. Now, I fell in love with this fabric, and I'm going to show you this side of it. Here, with the different, the macaw and the parrot, and I believe that is a cockatiel. Beautiful print, right? Well, when she started cutting it, here's the other side of that piece of fabric. I did not realize that it was a panel. But I am going to use these both separately to make bags. So, yeah, that's just a beautiful print. So I did pick that up. And then I had heard that my Verna's was going to be closing, so I stopped over, that she was going to retire. So I stopped over where her store is, which is still in the area where my sewing machine fell. Oh, we'll show you also, I did pick up some Best Press. I do like using this when I'm doing my ironing for my fabric. Like it better than spray starch. Walmart has spray starch and it makes everything flaky. So, you know, there's that. So I stopped over at my favorite store, Verna's. This is my absolute favorite fabric store ever. They have everything under sun. They have microfiber. They have terry cloth. They have poly blends. They have a lot of quilting cottons. Interfacings. All kinds of interfacings. And they have a lot of things like this. I needed some serger thread. So I picked up 4 of these in this color blue. Because I'm doing some things with some denim that I want to use that with. Picked up a couple of packages of bias tape. I have a project that I'm doing that with. This was a 1 yard cut, and it is it was $7.25 for the 1 yard cut. So I did pick that up. This is what they call their end pieces. And generally what they do is it's 10% off whatever this price is that's marked. There was 1 yard and it was $10.98. So there was 10% taken off that price for that. And then I picked up some flannel. I was wanting to make some reusable paper towels. So I did pick up that nice bright there, and then I also picked up this one here as well, that print. And she has all kinds of flannels, different types of flannels, you name it. Kinds of thread, zippers, purse notions, snaps, buttons, quilting kits, polyester fabric, knit fabric, linen fabric, you name it, they've got it all. And then I also did pick up some terry cloth. I am going to be making some reusable mop pads. I don't really like the ones from Dollar Tree. I've used them, and they're okay on my mops. But they don't really clean well. Terry cloth seems to really clean the dirt on the floor, and I have a couple of spots that really need some scrubbing. So I decided I'm going to make a couple of my own, put them on there and see how that goes. May add some to the shop if it works out well. I don't know, haven't decided yet. But yeah, that was my fabric haul. Now, the only other thing I did pick up was a package of the friction pins. I use these a lot when I'm marking things. They're erasable, it's gel ink, and they are refillable. A lot of people don't realize they are refillable. So, once you have a couple of these pins, you can actually refill them, and that's a whole different animal in itself. But I needed a few things. I did also get some sewing machine needles. I also got some bobbins for my sewing machine. And I think that was it for this shopping trip. So it was a little bit of fun. A whole lot of angst because I was so worried about the cost of it. It all came out under $100 and something. And with the fabric that I purchased on top of that, they have a rewards program. So with all that money that I'd spent at my sewing machine store, I wound up getting a $20 credit on their rewards program. So I figure it came out in the long run, it worked well. So I'm happy with that. And planning my next shopping trip. I try not to buy a lot of fabric because, quite honestly, I have a ton of fabric here, and there is no reason not to use this fabric. And I need to get myself busy using the fabric. So, but those were a couple things I was like, oh, I really want to try something different. Try to make a couple of reusable paper towels. They're not paper towels, they're reusable unpaper towels is what they are. But that's my goal for me, because I'm getting tired of spending that kind of money for paper towels. And these are reusable. You just throw them in the washing machine, wash them up, good to go. Of course, there are some things I still will use paper towels for. I'll be honest with that. Like when the cats hack up hairballs? No. That is definitely either tissue paper or paper towels. So I do have paper towels still in the house, but I just don't. The cost of everything is getting really out of hand, and it's ridiculous if you ask me. So I'm looking to do a lot of things that are more reusable. Told you I've been making the menstruation pads for Operation Christmas Child, and that kind of got my mind to thinking maybe I should, do a little more towards reusable, sustainable living. So that's kind of where I'm going, and that's it for this video. There will be a video coming up to show you how I turned that pattern that I had made into a mock-up, and using a lot of people call them muslins. This is not a muslin I'm using. It is a sheet that I purchased at Goodwill for like 99 cents, or maybe it was 39 cents. It's considered housewares, so on Sundays and Mondays, they have a lot of housewares, certain colored tags that are 39 cents. So lots of times I'll be in there and pick up something like that. So that I can practice my free motion quilting using those. But the other thing they're great for making muslins for a mock-up to see if it's going to be what you think you had planned. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I'll see you again soon. Everybody have a great weekend. Have a great week. And bye.